Ooh, thank you, dear. I didn't realize how unstable my stack was. Yeesh, I really thought I could handle getting these to my car on my own, but thanks for, stepping up to help. I know it can be intimidating. An older woman like myself, getting groceries alone, you don't really want to bother her, just in case she snaps at you for thinking that she can't take care of herself. But no, I really appreciate it. Would you mind helping me carry the rest of my groceries to the car? It's not too far from the door. Just right by that cart return area. Do you see on the right side? Oh, thank you so much. Alrighty. Oof. That was a lot more exercise than I've gotten in the last little while. It's been rough. Hey, you look just a few years older than my son. Do you perhaps know him? Well, what high school did you go to? Oh, I see. Probably not then. That's fine. In fact, probably for the best. It would be really awkward if perhaps you did know my son. I suppose it would be only polite for me to offer you a ride back to wherever it is you're going to. Oh, nonsense. The bus takes forever, even if you have a pass. I really don't mind. Where do you live? That's at the same side of town that I live in. No problem at all. Um, Perhaps it would be weird for me to ask after already demanding so much of you, but perhaps we stop off at my place first and you can help me unload these groceries, and then I'll take you back? You can come in for a cup of tea or whatever it is you'd like as well. Unless it is you have something else to attend to today, I really wouldn't want to take up too much of your time. Oh, that's good to hear. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit flustered right now. I'm kind of embarrassed for dropping all of the things that I was carrying in the middle of the grocery store. But I am really grateful that you were so nice about it all. So, really, if there's anything you need from me, just let me know. You're, stronger than you look, you know that? Oh no, I didn't mean to say that you don't look strong. It's just, well, that bag's just full of water. Water bottles, I mean. So it's really heavy, and you carried it like it was nothing. So, thank you. Alright, just a bit of a drive now. I hope you don't mind me asking, are you a university student? Oh, I see. Yeah, no judgment here. I actually didn't go to university. I wanted to, but money didn't work out back in the day. My family never had much to provide for me and my siblings, so I guess I got lucky initially. Married young. And my husband, he was better off than I was, that's for sure. And I was excited to start a family and to not have to worry about money for once, but, well, things are always more complicated than they seem. I won't bore you with the details, but just know that I guess I have a bit of an empty nest right now. My son, he likes to stay with his dad, and I don't blame him. Like I said, his father's far more well off than I am. You see, I actually work at a restaurant. Just waiting staff, nothing fancy. So, my income is mostly dependent on the mood of my customers. And lately, it's been not the greatest. But really, enough about me. What about you? Why are you out here doing groceries on your own? People waiting at home for you? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, that's completely understandable. Now, I recognize the street name that you told me, so be prepared that my place is not even half as big as the houses on that road. But that's okay. I mean, I have my son's spare room, because he's rarely ever visiting nowadays. So, tons of space for me to fill it up with whatever silly little things that I like. I've taken up a new hobby lately, so that's been occupying my time when I'm not working, I mean. Oh, it's actually sewing, but I don't like sewing clothes. I'm a bit too practical for that, I suppose. I've been wearing the same few shirts and pairs of jeans since probably before you were born. No, I actually like to sew stuffed animals. You see, there's this elementary school not too far away. You probably even went there as a child if you, still lived in that area. But they take donations because they have a lot of charity work that they do for children in poor situations. So, as someone who was a child in a poor situation, I know that I would have really appreciated toys like these. So I work hard to make things that I'm proud of and could imagine myself enjoying as a child. It keeps me busy, like I said, but also it feels somewhat fulfilling, considering my job is anything but. Do you do anything for work? You're young still, so. I don't mean to be infantilizing or anything, just curious what you're doing with your time. Mm-hmm. Well, it sounds impressive to me. No, yeah, I get what you mean. It sounds like you've got at least something worked out for yourself. And don't worry, I don't think video games are a waste of time at all. To tell you the truth, I actually like to play Stardew Valley on my PC. One of the few things my husband left me, ex-husband, I mean. The computer and our shared Steam library. I know, weird, but I really like Stardew Valley and games that are similar to it. Well, I appreciate you being so non judgmental. Usually, when I talk to the other moms at my local sewing circle, and we discuss what we have been doing in our past week, and I explain just a little bit about Stardew Valley, they all roll their eyes and think that it has something to do with my kids, but my son could not be further from the type to enjoy a game like that. No, he's much more into something it's a weird acronym name for the game. I think it's CSGO. I don't really know what it stands for, but yeah, he likes that. And it seems to be a very intense game. He can get pretty upset when he plays. But, I mean, if he's having fun, then who am I to stop him? That's the other thing. He and his dad just have a lot more in common, I guess. They play similar games that involve lots of guns and enemies and things like that. Whereas I would prefer just a peaceful farming life any day. Though I don't mind going mining in Stardew Valley. That can be exciting sometimes. I'm sure I've bored you enough with the silly little details of my life, but I really appreciate having someone to talk to. Yeah, I mean, the other moms in our community they're nice enough, but it's hard for me to talk to them when I have an empty nest and they're always gushing about their children and the ways that their kids have been succeeding or failing lately, and, well, to tell you the truth, the last time I spoke to my son was about a month ago, and I know he's getting older and he wants a bit of space from his mom, but I guess it still hurts a little bit. You're a sweetie. You're just so polite, you know? I rarely meet young people these days who have such a great head on their shoulders. Well, here we are. It's, not much, like I said, but it's home. Here, let me go unlock the front door and prop it open so that we can go inside without issue. I know you're probably wondering why a single woman has so many groceries. I'm stocking up. There's a potluck coming up soon, and I pledged to contribute a fair amount more than I really should have, probably. Well, you know how it is. This bag is so heavy. Okay, just one more trip and we should have everything. I really can't thank you enough for helping me. I guess I forget sometimes that it's just me on my own. My son, he probably would have been willing to help me take groceries inside, and he's not the strongest, but two sets of hands are better than one any day. I guess that just about does it. I have to throw a few things in the refrigerator. And the freezer. Don't want this stuff to go bad. Make yourself comfortable. I'll grab you something to drink. I'm sure you're worn out from all of that heavy duty exercise. No, I insist. If you left here with just that, ugh, I never forgive myself. Don't you know how it is when you're a mom? When you have a guest, you have to take care of them. No matter how old they are. So don't worry, I'm not just treating you like a child. I just want you to know that you're welcome here. And that I really appreciate what you've done for me. For someone to just be so willing to get into a stranger's car because she needed some extra help. Well, I guess I've already said my piece. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna take a load off and have a cup of coffee myself. Decaf, at least. It's getting late in the afternoon and I don't want to be up all night. In fact, I've been trying to stop drinking caffeine altogether. Such a bad habit of mine. And I get awful headaches when I'm going through caffeine withdrawals in the morning. Ugh. What about you? Do you drink a lot of coffee? Or drink coffee at all? I see. Well, I'll make you whatever it is that I can in the kitchen, so let me list off what I've got in the cupboards if I can remember. Well, I have hot chocolate packets, I have French vanilla instant coffee, and then I have just a dark blend instant coffee, I think. Dark roast? Ugh, I can never remember the difference. I have English breakfast tea, jasmine, as well as chamomile, and then I have a few of those fancy teas. Oh, you don't know what I mean? Like, the ones that have sprinkles and stuff in them? They're hardly even tea, it's basically just dessert water. I've made it sound a lot grosser than it is, I can promise you that. But anyway, I also have some caffeine-free soda. I guess I have sparkling water as well. But I usually use that for mixing with, well, never mind. All right. If that's what you'd like, I'll get it for you. Don't move a muscle. I'm serious. You better be comfortable there. And if you're not, tell me. I'll grab you some extra pillows, or if you'd like to sit somewhere else, don't hesitate. This is a judgment-free zone, and I will not ask too many questions, whatever it is you need to do. All right, here we go. 2 beverages to cap off an otherwise kind of tough afternoon. Do let me know when you need to leave, by the way. I'll drive you. Just a taste of instant coffee. It's not as good as the fresh ground stuff, but it's convenient and it keeps me going. Oh, are you hungry at all? I think that I might have some biscuits in the pantry. Or, what other snacks do I have? Do you like peanuts? Or are you allergic? One of the ladies at my sewing circle, her daughter's deathly allergic to peanuts. Oh, okay, good to know. What's my favorite snack? Well, you can probably tell by my hips that I do a little too much snacking. I really love potato chips. Just any flavor, really. I'm not picky. That's one of the things that comes with getting older, I think. You start liking almost every food. The cheaper, the better. You're just buttering me up. I'm glad you think that I don't look too large around the hips. I've been trying to tone down, you know. Daily workouts are just a lot of effort, though. Ugh. I really need to find something that I can actually stick to. Do you do much exercise? Maybe if I know what you're up to, it'll help encourage me to do the same thing. Hey, you know what I heard? That if you wanted to go on like a morning jog, it's a lot easier to do that with someone else. And we don't live too far away from each other after all. So, just as an idea. No pressure, of course. What else is there? I don't want to have big, strong muscles, so I'm staying away from weight training. But maybe yoga. I should start doing yoga classes. Then I have other people around to make sure that I'm not slacking off. Would you ever do a yoga class? I didn't expect that answer from you. Well, I am feeling a lot less stressed now that everything's away, and now that I've had just something to drink and a sit down. I hope you're feeling the same. I'm sure that you have enough stressors in your life already that you don't need to be worrying about some strange lady who's whisked you into her home, acting weird. You just seem so polite and respectful, but on top of that, you're a good listener, so perhaps we could get together again sometime. Or at least maybe I'll give you a heads up next time I need help with my groceries. Ugh. You're so cute, you know that? Sorry, I'm resisting the urge to pinch your cheek. Sorry, I know that probably sounds so childish of me to say that, but I don't know. Somehow you remind me of a puppy. Little puppy dog. I don't mean anything by it, just maybe it's the way you look at me. Or the way I want to reach over and ruffle your hair. I don't know how else to express that I'm really grateful for your help and just hanging around making me feel less lonely. What was that? Oh, no, I'm not going to kick you out anytime soon. If you'd like to stay longer, absolutely. Be my guest. I can put on the TV, we can have more drinks, and we can just chat, whatever you'd like. No, I'm serious. You wouldn't be imposing at all. In fact, I think I'd really like that. And hopefully, even after you do leave today, we can have another day like this. How does that sound to you, sweetie? Perfect.